evening and welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Tonight's big story. Cleanup efforts around central Louisiana are continuing after Sunday's disastrous weather. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has the story.
The central Louisiana area was hit with severe weather on Sunday. Hail, rain, high winds, and tornadoes blew through the area, causing significant damage to many homes and businesses. Cleanup efforts began on Monday and continue today around the city.
We had just a lot of structural damage, which is not affecting the interior. It was just more outside. Our canopy, of course, our sign. We had just broken glass everywhere in our parking lot. Thank God for our crew, got it all cleaned up. We're fully functional and operational. They're actually, coming out and I guess doing the appraisal, and we're just gonna, as soon as, we get it all done, the steps that we need to take, and then we'll go ahead and, get it all fixed up, put our sign back on. Main thing is that, we can still conduct business right now. There's nothing wrong with the inside. Everything's great.
A number of signs from various businesses were damaged and blown away by the storm. Some were found miles away from their establishment.
We actually went and picked up pieces. We also had pieces from the Circle K sign that was all in our parking lot too. So, it blew everywhere.
Many parts of the city are still being cleaned. After the vast majority of cleanup is done, businesses who sustain damage will begin the repair process for their signs and buildings. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
Carter C. Raymond Middle School in LeCount experienced some minor water damage from the severe weather. The school canceled classes on Monday and today in order to remove water that made its way into the school and to get classroom equipment back in order.
About 4 to 6 inches go through our main building, and about 10 inches in the gym area and cafeteria area. We are right on schedule with cleanup. Had a lot of help from Stematic. They've been here with us cleaning. My teachers came out, helped pulled a lot of stuff out and cleaned, and have been wiping down things, so we're set and ready to go for tomorrow.
The school will reopen tomorrow and classes will run as usual. The only area of the school that will remain off limits for the time being is the gym due to the large amount of water that made its way inside there. We're looking to cool things down after some warm weather today. Meteorologist Kim Walker is here with your weather now.
Well, we did dry out for today. We continue that opportunity to dry out at least. We are going to see the chance of rain as we make our way into the evening hours. We have a storm system just to our west, and it will be swinging through our region. And so we do have chances of isolated storms tonight. In addition to that, by tomorrow, after the storm leaves, we do have a wind advisory that will take effect at 11 o'clock and last until 6 o'clock in the evening. It's going to be pretty gusty out there tomorrow with gusts up to around 35 miles per hour. But in the meantime, though, we are going to enjoy dry weather this evening. Temperatures around 77 degrees at 7 o'clock, 71 at 9, and then by 11 o'clock we drop down to around 68 degrees. We are going to see more dry weather as we head toward the weekend. We'll talk about that coming up.
Alexandria police are investigating 2 apparently unrelated shootings that happened yesterday. In the afternoon, a 62-year-old man was found shot in the head on the levee. His name and condition have not been released. And last night, a 28-year-old man died from multiple gunshot wounds on Ball Power Lane. Police are looking for several suspects. Governor John Bel Edwards has released more proposals for the regular legislative session, which starts Monday in Baton Rouge. These are family values issues that will be offered in the form of bills. He will again propose equal pay for equal work, ask for a modest increase to the minimum wage, enhance the work of the Children's Cabinet, and try to tackle problems with opioid addiction. Well-known economist Lauren Scott is touting figures he says show that the public-private partnership hospitals provide a multi-billion-dollar boost to the state's economy. These facilities took over the so-called charity hospitals that were shuttered by former Governor Bobby Jindal. The 2 such hospitals in our area are Cabrini and Rapides Regional. Both are cut in the governor's current budget proposal. The 2-day book sale for Friends of the Bolton Library concludes tomorrow. The popular sale is from 9 to 5 on the library's first floor. All paperbacks and audiobooks on tape are 50 cents, and hardcovers, audiobooks on CD, and DVDs are $2 each. Proceeds will buy library materials, including equipment and supplies. Springtime is busy in central Louisiana. The Convention Bureau has a list of fun events.
Of course, we have a calendar of events right on our website, alexandriaponvillela.com. You can go on there, get all the details. You can click to purchase tickets for a lot of these events. You can see all the art exhibits that I didn't even mention that are taking place this month. All of that, of course, in fine hotels, attractions, restaurants, all of that good stuff at alexandriaponvillela.com.
And we're told it's not too late to get tickets to see Vanessa Williams at the Coliseum Thursday night, along with the Rapid Symphony Orchestra. Agritourism can provide farmers with an extra means of income, but it can also saddle them with liability. An LSU Ag Center workshop walked agritourism operations through their way to make their farms safe. LSU Ag Center correspondent Toby Blanchard has our story.
Strawberries glistening in the sun await thousands of children who will visit Miss Heather's Strawberry Farm in Albany. In addition to strawberries, the U-Pick Farm has picnic and play areas. It's a popular destination for field trips, and it was the setting for an LSU Ag Center workshop on agritourism safety.
We have certified agritourism operators as well as folks trying to get into agritourism. So they're here to learn what they need to do to make the farm that they will eventually develop safe.
Hazards were intentionally set up around Heather Hughes' farm. Workshop participants walked the farm to see if they could spot the dangers. Hughes said she volunteered her farm for the workshop because she thought it could help improve safety at her operation.
It's good for me to learn things. If somebody else comes in there, they may see something that we don't see, and we can fix something.
Marcia Salsweeto, an agricultural youth safety specialist, said 33 children are hurt on a farm each day, and every 3 days, one is killed. She presented an extensive outlook on safety and hazards on the farm and provided checklists and resources that agritourism operators can use to ensure their farm is safe.
We get so used to what we see on our farms on a daily basis that we sometimes become blind to things that are there and to the hazards that are there.
Salsweeto said common issues include unsafe pathways, lack of barriers to restricted areas, playgrounds without proper ground cover, and inadequate hand washing stations. This is the second workshop series funded through a grant from the U.S. Department of Agriculture's National Institute of Food and Agriculture and the Southern Risk Management Education Center.
The three main components that we identified for Louisiana was legal risks, financial risks, and then we wanted them, the participants, to have the opportunity to visit an actual agritourism operation. And the best topic to tie in with that was safety and emergency management and preparedness.
A similar workshop was held at the Ag Center's Hill Farm Research Station in Homer. With the LSU Ag Center, this is Toby Blanchard reporting.
Agritourism in Louisiana includes U-Pick farms, pumpkin patches, petting zoos, and farm bed and breakfasts. Still ahead, a new report alleges wrongdoing by the Obama administration. Details next. Plus, a Texas officer shot and killed in an apparent ambush. Police there are now on a manhunt. That's coming up on ABC 31 News.
Here comes the Easter Bunny, and he loves pecans. So KLAX TV is giving away a $200 gift card to Natchitoches Pecans. Just go to our website, our Facebook page, or our Twitter page. Click on the link and register to win. Enter daily through April 10th. Get ready to win from KLAX TV and Natchitoches Pecans.
Trump allies are jumping on a new report alleging wrongdoing by the Obama administration when it comes to intelligence gathering. The former administration is saying nothing illegal happened. And Jared Kushner, the president's senior advisor and son-in-law, is having high-profile meetings overseas. ABC's Maggie Rulli is in Washington with more.
A former member of the Obama administration's back in the spotlight.
I leaked nothing to nobody.
Susan Rice, the former national security advisor to President Obama, on MSNBC saying she did nothing wrong. But President Trump's tweeting otherwise, citing reports that accuse Rice of unmasking or asking to see the names of Trump associates whose conversations were picked up by U.S. intelligence agencies. Rice says unmasking is common.
Understand that over 8 years, for me and others who served, it was not uncommon.
Clarifying that unmasking is not illegal. It's not the same thing as leaking. The name is only revealed to the person who asked for it, and it's helpful in understanding the depth of an investigation, especially one as complicated as Russia's involvement in election hacking.
We can't be passive consumers of this information. Imagine if we saw something of grave significance that involved Russia or China or anybody else interfering in our political process, and we needed to understand the significance of that.
At the same time Rice was sitting for her interview, White House spokesman Sean Spicer briefs reporters off camera.
So the question is, why was somebody unmasked?
And while he doesn't fully accuse her of being politically motivated, he does call the path of information troubling.
I believe that there are more questions than answers at this point.
Rice was also asked if there was any truth behind the allegations that President Obama eavesdropped on Trump Tower, to which she said those are absolutely false. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Washington.
Russian police say the man they think blew himself up on a St. Petersburg subway car yesterday may have had ties to radical Islamists. One official said it's believed the 22-year-old suspect carried a bomb in a backpack onto the train. 14 people were killed. The search is on for a cop killer in Texas. An officer was shot and killed Monday morning as he pulled up to work. We're now learning just days before the shooting, the officer felt threatened. ABC's Stephanie Ramos has the latest.
Police are on the hunt for a cop killer in Texas. Overnight, authorities released this video of the suspect's black getaway car leaving the scene of the crime. Police say someone in that vehicle pulled up to the Baytown, Texas courthouse and opened fire on Harris County Sheriff Assistant Chief Clint Greenwood as he arrived for work Monday morning.
Assistant Chief Deputy Clint Greenwood was found to have been shot at least one time.
Police say the 30-year law enforcement veteran was shot in the neck. Investigators say Greenwood then radioed for help, reportedly saying, "I'm bleeding out."
I heard 2 shots. He was on the ground. And then I saw the cars coming very quickly.
A helicopter rushed Greenwood to a hospital, but it was too late. He did not survive. Greenwood was married and also worked as a prosecutor focused on police corruption.
The whole defense is one of deception and misdirection.
The Houston Chronicle reporting just last week, Greenwood told coworkers he felt threatened by someone he'd once investigated in a corruption case, reportedly writing in an email, "I believe this person poses a real threat to my and my family's safety." Police say they're looking for a man seen in the area wearing a dark jacket with a patch on the shoulder. There's a $65,000 reward for anyone that can provide any information leading to an arrest. Stephanie Ramos, ABC News, New York.
Definitely a warm one out there today.
Yeah, temperatures did warm up a few degrees to around 83 degrees this afternoon, well above our normal of around 75 degrees. No rain today. We are expecting, though, the chance of rain for tonight as a storm system approaches from the west. We'll talk about that coming up.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible. Murder, motive, secrets, Bones Weekends.
Watch Bones Weekends on KLAX ABC 31.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We do have the possibility of a few thunderstorms this evening as a storm system approaches from the southern plains. By tomorrow, though, even though we'll start off with cloud cover, we should see mostly sunny conditions in the afternoon. It will be gusty and it will be cooler. We do have a wind advisory that will be in effect late in the morning and will last until 6 o'clock in the evening because gusts could be up to around 35 miles per hour. Sustained winds could be up to around 25 miles per hour. By Thursday, we are going to stay sunny and dry, and I think that will be the situation as we make our way into the weekend. But then rain chances will return by early next week with another storm system that will move toward our region. Today, our high was 83 degrees in Alexandria, 86 degrees in Natchez. In Lake Charles, it was 85 degrees. In Baton Rouge, it was 86. So temperatures overall were about 5 degrees warmer than they were yesterday, and we are going to see cooler temperatures, though, as we head into tomorrow. So that storm system that's in the southern plains will continue to press off to the east, and as it does so, it will bring the risk of severe weather, especially just to our east. I think we'll miss out on that. We could just see a few isolated thunderstorms, but just be weather alert as we make our way into the overnight. Behind it, it will be windy and it will be cooler, and so temperatures a lot cooler than what we experience for today. So the severe risk once again will be mainly to our eastern or southeastern Louisiana. Might see some of the stronger thunderstorms, but I think in our area we won't have much of a risk as far as those severe weather is concerned. However, behind this cold front, it's going to be pretty windy. Those winds will be picking up tomorrow. Again, the sustained winds could be between 20 to 25 miles per hour. Gusts could be up to around 35 or even greater, and that's why we do have a wind advisory that will take effect tomorrow at 11 and last until 6 o'clock in the evening. Tonight, temperatures will drop down to around 65 degrees. A thunderstorm or two could be possible. As we make our way into tomorrow, we climb up to around 72 degrees. We're going to start off with cloud cover and then sunshine in the afternoon, so it won't be quite as warm as it was today. And the winds will be quite strong, and they will be coming in mainly from the west-northwest. As we make our way into Thursday, expect the sunshine to return. Temperatures will be around 73 degrees. By Friday, it's going to be pleasant out there with a high around 72, partly cloudy skies, and I think we'll stay dry through the weekend and eventually warm up as well. 81 degrees for your Sunday, 81 also on Monday, but we do have chances of a few showers and a few thunderstorms possible Monday into Tuesday, but then all that should wrap up by Tuesday when we climb up to around 82 degrees with plenty of sunshine, Scott.
If you're wondering whether or not to get the flu vaccine for your kids, some new research might just sway your decision. With more, here's Lana Zach.
The flu shot. It's a jab that many kids dread, but doctors say it's one that parents should insist upon for their children every fall, and new research provides yet another reason why. Researchers at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention looked at reports of pediatric deaths in the U.S. from the flu between 2010 and 2014. Of the hundreds of children who died from the flu during this time, 3 in 4 had not been vaccinated. Moreover, the researchers found children with conditions that were considered high risk, such as chronic lung or heart disease, asthma, and neurodevelopmental disorders, accounted for more of these deaths. As a reminder, the researchers said getting the annual flu shot is especially important for these vulnerable children. Of course, pediatricians recommend that all children, special health conditions or not, who are able to get the shot do so annually. So while it's never a child's favorite part of the doctor's visit, it's a good measure for parents to remember. And you can also tell your kids that jab is worth more than just a lollipop. For this Medical Minute, I'm Lana Zach.
European researchers say babies cry more in Britain, Canada, Italy, and the Netherlands than in the... Doctors charted crying bouts the first 3 months. And they say parents in Denmark, Germany, and Japan experienced the fewest crying and fussy babies. Doctors in New York report 2 new blood tests can reliably detect skin cancer. They hope their findings make it easier for physicians to pick up early signs of the aggressive forms of cancer. Coming up in sports, hear what one NSU long jumper does for his pregame ritual. And a pair of LSUA Generals win Player of the Week honors for the baseball and softball teams.
To catch a killer, you gather the evidence.
There's blood on the screen.
And build a picture-perfect case.
One of you stabbed her 12 times.
Hold on, there, FBI. Bones Weekends.
Weekends on KLAX TV.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Charlie LaPastora. After record-setting performances by runners at its last relays, the NSU track team is gearing up for another meet in Waco, Texas for the Baylor Invitational. Ahead of the Invitational on Saturday, you know athletes warm up or may have certain pregame rituals. We shared Monday that the softball team plays hacky sack pregame. Now hear from sophomore pole vaulter Landon Dorr on what his pregame ritual is and why he chose NSU.
I kind of just like walk around with music on, kind of focus. Yeah, just kind of get zoned in.
What's going through the iPod?
Kevin Gates and Lil Boosie.
There you go, Louisiana.
Louisiana. It's more of a family atmosphere, and my high school coach Adam Pennington was here, so that's really what drew me here.
Yeah.
The NSU softball team is prepping for its in-state rival ULM coming into town Wednesday. To get any type of success against your rival or for the rest of the season, it'll take a team effort and leadership from your seniors. Ahead of the Wednesday matchup, we hear from freshman Sydney Harris. Listen to what she says when asked who her best friend is on the team, showing why mentorship and leadership is so important to any team's success.
My best friend on the team would have to be Brittany Jones.
she took me under her wing, and I really respect her. You know, she looks out for me, takes up for me all the time. So that'll be my best friend.
La Tech softball will be playing an out-of-conference opponent Wednesday at home against Grambling State. Tech shut out Grambling State in February and obviously would hope to have similar success Wednesday. The game's at 6 at the Lady Techster softball complex. LSU baseball is 1-3 in their last 4 games, which can make a coach not too happy. Hear from LSU's coach this week as he talks about making moves to get them better at times.
Truthfully, yesterday wasn't a real happy day for me personally. I was pretty miserable the whole day, but now it's back to work today with the guys, and we're going to get ready for tomorrow night. And we're just starting really the second half of the season, so we got to keep our chins up and just keep battling and try to make some moves to maybe strengthen us and get us a little bit better.
LSU will try to turn things around tonight at home against Grambling. When it comes to LSU A baseball, we have to give a big congrats to Ziggy Sloan, as today he was named the RRAC Player of the Week. The sophomore Sloan had a big weekend against Houston Victoria, batting 6 for 11 in a sweep of the Jaguars, including 2 solo shots in the 6th and 8th innings in the 3rd game to help get the Generals a comeback victory. And J.C. Amo was also named the RRAC Player of the Week. Congrats to Amo, as the freshman Amo was 700 at the plate over the weekend. As the Generals, they're just killing it on the diamond. The softball team also swept the team they faced, the University of the Southwest. Amo had 6 ribbies in the series and scored 5 runs. She's second in the conference with 47 hits this season.
Very impressive numbers there.
Absolutely. The baseball and softball teams are doing really well.
Thanks, Charlie.
No problem.
Lifting glass after lifting some weights, where alcohol is part of the workout. That's coming up on ABC 31 News.
Here comes the Easter Bunny, and he loves pecans. So KLAX TV is giving away a $200 gift card to Natchitoches Pecans. Just go to our website, our Facebook page, or our Twitter page. Click on the link and register to win. Enter daily through April 10th. Get ready to win from KLAX TV and Natchitoches Pecans.
Some people are getting tipsy and fit at one New York City gym. Lifetime Athletic has added beer and wine to the menu for those who have just finished their workouts. A physical trainer at the gym says Lifetime offers booze not because its members are more likely to feel like they've earned it. They say it's for their clients to form social bonds to create the kind of community that gyms are striving to establish.
If you don't enjoy what you're doing, if you don't enjoy the people you're around, you don't do it, right? It's basic kind of like human need and human wants.
Trainers at the gym also say people rely on a community for motivation to work out and to stick to a routine. You know that accountability can be a huge part of getting to the gym on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So.
It is, and it's not unusual for events like sporting events and stuff like that, like running, that they offer alcohol at the end, like beer for the carbs, and so.
At the end, though, that is very important.
End. Well, there are some places I've been in marathons where they actually did it in between, while the run. So.
In the marathon I ran, they serve beer. They offer it on the side, like mile 15, 16.
Right.
And that was the time. That's the top point in the marathon where you don't want to think about beer.
Right.
You just want to think about getting to the finish.
Right. And your stomach is empty, and bad combination, I think.
Yeah, it really can be. Yeah. Well, have a great night. Thanks for watching ABC 31 News.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC 31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
Our military makeover recognizes the sacrifice of a deserving young Marine.
Tune in and learn about an American hero, the community, and the companies who come together to give back.